right, so we have it here. This is the MetaQuest 3, the 128 gigabyte model. We are going to be doing a unboxing right now, so we're just going to get straight into it. There's this little nice tab that you pull off on the side. Is there one on the other? There is. This is going to be my first unboxing video that I've ever done. I don't know why I'm pulling off those tabs first. I think the first step was to actually remove this. I don't know why they do these, to be honest. Just print straight on the box. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a packing thing, I guess. Every company does that where they give these little like slips with the information. I don't know why. I guess it's easier. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So it just opens from the top. Is it nice and framed? Probably not. It doesn't matter. Bam. There it is. There it is. So up here it says scan to start. If you can't read that, there's a little QR code on the inside. I'm just looking here, and it shows, you know, scan it with your phone. And it looks like there's little three little pictures that kind of tell you, I don't know if you could actually see that, where the power button is, how to adjust it, and how to adjust it in the back straps, and then how to adjust it on the top. So let's pick up one of the controllers first. That feels good. These feel really nice, actually. Compared to wow, the trigger is much wider, I want to say. The trigger feels different. It's in like a slightly different spot. But yeah, these feel good. You can see my heat, it's causing like condensation. The buttons and everything, they feel a little bit different on the controllers. They're a little bit more rounded, it seems, and maybe a little bit more glossy. I'm not sure. I don't have the Quest 2 anymore. I sold it, so I can't directly compare, but the little indentation buttons, they seem about the same. Little indented button, maybe a little bit more glossy again. And the thumbstick feels the same size. In my opinion, it's a little bit small, but that's okay. We'll get over it. You could probably buy little cups that you could put over the thumbsticks to make them larger too. But the texture on the triggers, feels the same as like the paint on the sides. So it's not a smooth glossy trigger. It's actually a textured trigger, which has the same kind of texture as the side. So keep that in mind. You have a little bit more grip on the triggers, which is kind of nice, to be honest. That's the major differences I'm finding, outside of obviously the battery here. We're going to get some hammering now. Nice. Maybe we pause the... we'll come back soon. I guess I'll keep going. I think the hammering stopped. Okay. So controllers seem pretty much the same. Let's take a... That's what I wanted to feel. Yeah, that's actually nice. Look at that. There's a little button on the side, and it actually has like a little spring-loaded, I think it's spring-loaded, unless it's this. We're going to pop that out anyway, so let's do that. Let's take a peek while we're in here. This is really nice. I like these types of battery compartments. Oh, hi, Zoe. Where it has this giant dial here, instead of like the little flimsy springs that you would find in like, I don't know. Does the Xbox controller have the flimsy springs? No, the Xbox controller has these little things where it's kind of like a spring, but not. These are preferred as well. I need to find the spring one now. I have just random remotes laying around. So this is what you guys are normally used to seeing, right? The little springs in the controllers. These little springs, these little boingy boings. Right, I'm not a fan of those. I don't know why. Seriously, I never enjoyed them. Even as a kid, I remember I was like, it's just, I don't know. It's so exposed and open. But this, look at this. If you could see in there, if it focuses, if it's not too bright, I'm seeing it's kind of overexposed in there maybe. But yeah, there's just this nice little thing. I don't know. I'm obsessing over it, but I like it. Okay. All right, let's put this back. So it looks like it just tucks away in there, maybe. I don't know. Bam, and then bam. It is kind of spring-loaded. I'm trying to figure out how it's spring-loaded. Anyway, on the controller, there's this little thing too that kind of pulls out for the hand tie, whatever you want to call it. So you could actually remove that entirely if you don't want it there. But that seems like a silly idea, so we're going to put it back. Thankfully, it's easy to just, it only goes in one way, which is good. It's easy to just throw in there. And that's going to make it really easy, I think, to add on those wrist strap accessory. I think they just swap in place of that there. So let's go and put the controllers to the side. Okay, there's nothing else. So we have the headset itself, which we will remove and put to the side for now. Let's take a look at the rest of the box before we get into the headset itself, the HMD. So let's take a peek. What is this? Okay, so we have a rounded, this is interesting, a rounded outlet plug with the thing on it. Okay, so this is all glossy. I don't like glossy. If I do get glossy, I would rather it be white glossy than black glossy, because you start to see the fingerprints on a black gloss finish a lot faster. And by faster, I mean almost immediately, right? So let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and read through these instructions here. No, we're not. We'll figure it out. And then, yeah, your little USB, which we will use. So we're going to pull that out now. Okay, great. We're going to just jam back all that stuff. Who does that? Who keeps all their trash in their boxes? I do. Okay, let's throw this back in here. I think that's where that went, nice and tucked away. I think that's it. So we'll get that out of the way and we'll focus on just the headset. It's nicely wrapped up, and of course it has the infamous Meta logo right up top. I'm trying to pick it up. It's like falling out of my hand now. So yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. And then it has this thing. Do we have to rip this off? Oh, no. Okay, it's actually, okay, we don't have to rip it off. So this tells you to the eye relief. So it tells you there's buttons on the side now. So, wow. And then it shows you a little tiny picture of glasses. So if you have little tiny glasses, you could press the button and, I don't know, something will happen. No, that's like, I think it's a little eye relief adjustment kind of thing here. So you could pull that out. I don't know if you could see it in there. So there's one on the other side too, where you pull it out and it actually, you could see here too, it kind of comes out all the way there. But there's a little white dot which kind of gives you an indicator in there. I don't know if you guys could see that. There's a little white dot in there anyway, to kind of tell you what level, I guess, this thing is at. And it is kind of awkward because you have to do it on both sides, right? So you have to get like one side down a bit, then the other side, then go back to the other side. But yeah, this will, I'll talk more about that in the main review. This little unboxing will kind of go over the sides. We have the obviously charge port there. There's a camera, the power button. We have our IPD adjustment dial here. It looks like little magnets section here for charging, I suppose, on the dock. Once it's there, boom, it'll just hit the little charging ports there. It looks like this is going to be a volume rocker. Second camera there on the side, and then your obviously 3 little slots there for the depth sensor and other 2 cameras. And it looks like we have our little audio slot there. Or actually, what's this up here? What's this slot for? I don't know what these top slots are for. I'm going to be dead honest. We'll figure that out. But there is little slots here. I'm assuming that's for the sound to come out of. But I don't know why there would be one on the top of the headset in here. Anyway, part of the design, I suppose. So, yeah, this whole interface should come off. I don't want to pull it off now, I guess, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. I'm going to have to do it at some point. Why not now? Why not break our headset on camera? Why can't I pull this off? Hold on. Okay. Okay, there we go. You really do feel like you're going to break this thing. This is nuts. Let's try the other side. Okay. So this is actually a much better gasket, in my opinion, than the original Quest 2 one. Listen to this. I don't know if you could hear that. I'm sure you can. I hope that doesn't make sound when you're in VR moving around. We'll see. I haven't had that complaint yet, or read that complaint yet. So we'll see about that. But to see how these work a little bit more, the face slider, it just kind of moves like two pieces of plastic away from each other. So, yeah, that's all the way extended, and that's going back. So that's what happens there with the little face gasket, and that's why it makes the sound, because it's actually two pieces of plastic. You could see right here, right next to each other, just sliding next to each other, I guess. So that's interesting. The foam, though, feels really nice coming from the Quest 2. It does seem a little bit thinner, to be honest. The foam, it doesn't seem as thick, but maybe my memory's not right. But yeah, we'll see how that feels then once we put it to our face in the full review. I'm not going to remove these lens stickies right now. We'll do that once we actually use the headset. Right now we're just using this, or doing this as an unboxing. So not my full impressions just yet, but nonetheless, this is good first impressions of at least build quality, the structure, and how things look and feel. The volume rocker, this is the IPD dial. Let's see how that looks moving all the way in, and then let's go all the way out. Yeah, that's nice. So we're going to be more on the inside. I noticed the dial, when you do get close to hitting the inside tight, it does get a lot harder to roll this inside. So I think it stopped there. It becomes harder to roll the dial, and then all the way on the outside, when it's extended all the way at the higher IPD ranges, again, those last couple of millimeters that you're getting, it's harder to, it's very hard to turn that knob. So you're kind of hitting a threshold there, where it becomes a little bit, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's probably not spring loaded. I don't know how these mechanisms work exactly, but anyway, it's a little bit harder once you get to those extreme ends to adjust the dial there. There's more resistance. So that's just one thing to note. Oh yeah, this is the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the wrong side of the headset. It should be on the left, man. Like every pair of headphones, you know. These are dual, but you know, if I get my these are, I need to clean them, but these are my Philips Fidelio X2s. This is the left ear, and if you look at the left ear is the one that has the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So the headphone wire, on headphones, it always comes out of the left ear, the left side, if it's just a single cable like these. Okay, so we put those back. So it's surprising to see that on the Quest 3 here, the headphone jack on the right side, but yeah, we'll see how that works. Head strap itself seems fine. We didn't really check that out. You just pull those to tighten it, and if you want to loosen it up, I suppose you just do a little bit of that, and that's all fine. These can probably, are these part of the tightening mechanism? It seems so. Maybe. We'll have to mess around with the strap a little bit. I was thinking you could adjust the fork here, make the fork wider, without adjusting the size of the strap, but it appears that the wider the fork is here, the tighter the headset is, and the smaller the gap, right? So I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. Again, in the full review, it appears that's how that works, actually. Yeah, because now it's much bigger, see? And the fork is smaller. So yeah, we'll take more in-depth look at it once we get to the full review. But so far, this thing is looking good. I love the inside of the lenses here. Oh, look at that! It's like this weird material. Okay, interesting. It's a very let's move those lenses out. I bet if I move the lenses out, this area now here is going to be very, yeah. It's a very thin piece of rubber or something. It's you could feel the insides there. It's guts, and then if you bring the lenses in, this area here has some play because that area is not taken up by lenses. They're moved in more. Okay, I'm getting into like weird little details here, so we're going to put this back, and I think we're going to wrap this up here. If you guys want to check out the full review, I'll have a full review video up as soon as I can once I kind of get my bearings with this headset and understand it, and obviously get some use, and yeah, we'll see what this thing's capable of. I'm excited to try it in racing games, simulators. I play a lot of iRacing, and things like Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll even try it in Elite Dangerous and things like that. Lots of PC VR stuff, but I'm very excited to try the, obviously, applications for mixed reality that this thing has, which is what it's really what people are excited about, is the mixed reality support that this thing has. So we'll definitely be trying out some of those games and applications, and we'll see obviously how it compares to the Quest 2 and other headsets, mainly the Valve Index, which is what I'm coming from. So I'm excited to see how it compares to the Valve Index, which is what I've been using for the past few years now. So MetaQuest 3, if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. I will be doing a full review soon, and you'll see some gameplay and through the lens footage. We'll be doing a little bit of everything here, so stay tuned. And yeah, if you want more Quest 3 stuff, or Quest stuff in general, or PC VR stuff, or VR stuff in general, stay tuned. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.